Let's get. So we're in Gamer back with another live stream, and we are back with another one. Oops. So yeah, welcome back. We got The Walking Dead Season 2 Dead City Episode 5 reaction. I apologize for how late this stream kind of came out. I apologize. That's not what I was shooting for. Not what I was shooting for at all. We'll be back in. Share it out real quick. Get the permadeath in there like always. So, we got the Negan bad over there. No Mr. Heisenberg on this one, maybe the next one. With a very good chance, I think. So that should be pretty awesome. Or interesting, I guess. Excuse me. So, hope you guys do enjoy. Smash that like button if you guys do enjoy. Smash that subscribe if you guys are new. Part of his army. You're freaking awesome. And we are on the road to 8K. So I hope you guys do enjoy the content going forward. Playlist will be in the description for all my other reactions to the previous episodes and previous season, and of course the rest of the Walking Dead TV series here on the channel, or at least what was left. You know, when we, I think what was it, the end of season 10, 11, something like that. Well, I know it was all of 11, but I think 10 was in there a little bit. I think. I'm not 100% sure. But we had Daryl Dixon as well, season 1 and season 2, which I actually have to put those together too. So if you guys want to check out those, definitely check out the links. Like I said, I know I got to go through it, kind of add them all in there, and then update it from there. But yeah, so I hope you guys do enjoy. The next episode will be on point, so I do apologize again for this one being late. I pushed it back because of the 10-hour live stream, and then I ended up not doing that because of tiredness, and it just was too much on the body with grinding the 7 that became an 8-hour, 4-night live stream, on top of the stream before that, being awake before that. You know what I mean? It was a bunch of stuff. And then the not as much sleep in between, to then being awake for a very long period of time. So that was kind of a mix of a lot of stuff that kind of went into why this kind of got pushed off. I obviously didn't wake up until late afternoon or early to mid, and then from there it kind of got a little bit busy with helping my parents out with a couple things and stuff like that. So it was a kind of a mix of a different bunch of things. I would have reacted to it earlier, but we got in a little bit of a situation yet again with someone. I'm not going to say who, but I kind of pushed off the situation, or me doing content, and then of course I got hungry, so here we are now. I didn't feel like eating while watching this episode, you know what I mean? Because I wanted to be 100% focused watching it. So hopefully it's a good episode. I'm not hearing the best. I'm hearing some mixed bag. So that's a little concerning. So hopefully it's good nonetheless, but I don't know. So obviously you won't be able to see anything because of copyright, but seeing it from my reaction, you will get to hear the entire thing, of course, when it goes. And the grinding is going to continue after this stream, so definitely do stay tuned. I got a lot more coming up. The rest of the night is going to be jam-packed with content, so or I'm going to basically squeeze in as much as I can with the time frame I have, so bear with me. Anyways, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell. Throughout the week, I'm going to try to squeeze in as much as I can as well, to kind of hopefully, kind of make up for kind of lost content per se. But you know how it goes. We're just working as much as we can with what we got. So I am still going to do that 10-hour Dead by Daylight stream. It's just not going to be next weekend. Maybe the following weekend. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure. Weekends are starting to get really crazy for busyness and all that. And I'm not really too fond of doing them at the moment just because of behind on a lot of content, obviously and other stuff. So, it's just a lot of stuff that kind of bears with it. So, but anyways, hit that like button, subscribe, share the channel around, would appreciate it. And let's see what happens. Let's get it. Of course, adjust the volume, make it better.
But what I don't get is why the dog treats you like her red-headed stepchild.
I knew our boy was involved the second he sent the smoke signal.
How are you going to explain this to Elias? You being a Negan Slayer,
That man that killed your father, is his name Negan?
I was shocked to hear when Christos lost it to you, one of your little games.
What if we don't want to join you?
Not look too shabby. actually kind of cool. They got the freaking traffic lights working and shit, calming down. It's actually pretty dope. It's actually pretty neat. Oh, what a convenient time. Oh, damn. Jeez, we already got death already. Damn.
If what Negan said is true, we gotta scope it out. Some churches have secret chambers, private entrances we can slip into. I don't know. Am I crazy? Do we actually pull this off with just a dozen of us left?
I think they don't know we're coming and the Christians on the meat.
Should be a bridge up there. Otherwise, we're taking the wrong turn.
That the drawing that you made of a woman. You said that it was off a billboard or something.
Yeah. What was it like saying, Negan? What did he say to you?
He said that we should leave, that we should go home. And that's what we're going to do. You've gone out twice already.
There you go.
He does.
Come here. Feeble and pathetic. How did this happen?
Our technician abandoned his post, so we are still trying to ascertain the reason we are.
Don't you see how this makes us look?
As I said, it is being handled.
It better be. Without the methane, we can forget about bringing back the city, let alone defending it.
Oh, it was one substation. We lost power only on 6th Avenue. I think we can be grateful that there wasn't.
Damn.
Well, the show must go on. Our forces are almost ready. All that's left is Christos and his band of savages, which...
No, we're young. Right. After Christos, I get my family back. That was the deal.
was being the operative word.
Deal being the operative word.
You know, I just hate the idea of you putting in all this hard work and missing out on all the fun.
I think you and I have different ideas of what fun is.
Such a shame. No one ever lives up to the hype.
It is a shame. See, I'm as good as it gets when I'm on the job.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Christos was always going to be the feisty one. You got him on board. We're good. Pinky swear. Pinky toe swear. There you go. I knew you could do it. Oh, you still hungry?
1 minute, Christos. I will bring the canisters of methane as a gift.
Oh, because that worked so well the last time. No, Negan goes alone.
Oh, are you sure? They did not exactly get off on that rifle.
Negan was right to put Christos in his place. Boundaries were established. Dicks were measured.
I still think it would make more sense if I were to work.
No. You'll be busy cleaning up your little mess.
Oh, damn. Damn. Set
And
him.
change out of that ridiculous outfit, you would look like a bellhop.
Oh, oh, oh. Whew. Damn. Such an insult. I honestly didn't think he looked bad, but maybe without the necktie underneath. I didn't think he looked that bad, honestly.
Where's Roxana?
She has been detained as an enemy of the Federation. As soon as she agrees to support us, she'll be released.
You have no authority to detain him.
No, you have no authority. Put him in the box.
You're arresting me too? For what?
Treason. We gave you a hero's welcome when you came home. And you said you executed the outlaw Negan. But you didn't. You let him walk. You're wrong. I was there and I saw it happen. He killed him. Arrest her too, for bearing false witness.
Wait. I let him go. But you're lucky I did, because he's with the Croat now. He told us where the methane is, and he knows a hell of a lot more than that. He's the only connection we got. And she's the only one he trusts.
Take the two of them to my quarters.
Narvaez!
Man, I can't stand girl. Fucking ain't that bitch. I seriously do. You just need to kill her. Honestly, that's what you need to do. She's doing nothing but causing issues.
Jimmy. Jimmy. Innocent people.
Did you know you were going to see me?
Yes.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because I know that you have a gun. And I had to wonder who it might be for.
He said you know where the methane is. Where is it?
What happens once I tell you?
Nothing. Unless you break the law.
I mean, it doesn't matter anyway. Because you're not going to like the rest of what Negan had to say. Because even with your soldiers and the people that you've got here, you'll never stand a chance against the Crow. And he's got 50 people, maybe 100.
Or you're just saying that because you want me to give up. Because if I give up, you get to go home, right? What do you think? Can we trust what Negan says?
Yes.
Why?
I think that he feels he owes her.
What about her? Does she feel like she owes him?
What does that matter?
I want you to go to him and offer our surrender. Under one condition. We bring Negan and the Crow to the boathouse so they can escort our forces unmolested off the island.
He's on
So that
crack.
you can ambush them. Even if you had Roxana's people, you really think you could take the ball and say,
No, we don't have to. You're gonna lead them through the tall grass. The Ted will take care of them. Most of them anyway. And don't worry. We'll save Negan for you.
and why would I do that?
Because your son will be staying here with us.
She is such a bitch. I cannot. Oh God, you'll see it. Yeah. What's up, Dan?
Make sure the exhaust isn't blown.
Think it overheated?
You suggesting the compressor failed? Did I made a mistake? No, I mean, how do you think it makes us look? If the power is on. Huh? How does it make us look? Tell me! It makes us look weak. You ever let that happen? Something that makes us look weak. Check the compressors.
You gotta kill this bitch. Honestly, I hope she dies in this episode. Like I seriously do. I can't stand her. But the fact that she lasted this long, it's ridiculous. Oh, badass Negan. Nice swing. Ha! I living with Lucy yet? Yeah, she's fucking stupid.
$3. They're gonna think I got it.
Stupidness is unreal, dude.
But I knew this day would come. And you on that man, you still got options.
You have a dumb bitch in charge.
You can join me back. Government agent advised do what she wants. If you don't, you'll be executed. And if someone else takes your place, they'll have to make the same choice. Either way, you die for nothing.
No. I don't want to go. Serious. I had this little yellow bird. He'll go everywhere with me. And he'd get out this box filled with colorful papers. On each of them was a riddle. The bird would hop off and go into the box, pull out one of the papers with its beak. And whatever it chose, that was the riddle meant for us. The bird always knew something. When you lock him later, he was conscripted, sent to fight in a war he knew nothing about, and had nothing to do with. I remember the morning he left. The sun hadn't even come up yet. That was dying for nothing.
Wow. Well, this is pretty good so far. I mean, oh damn, vicious dogs.
I come bearing gifts. I got this. I can see that I'm interrupting dinner, so I'm going to cut right to the chase. I'm here to ask you one last time if you're going to join us in the fight against the Evadable. And you should know that everybody's in, even Bruegel.
You made a big mistake coming here. You attacked me in front of my men. And now you're here for what? To pressure us? Intimidate us? I told you last time, we are not interested in what you're selling. There's no big fucking speech you can give that will change our minds.
Look at this thing, huh?
You know where you are right now? Because you're not at your pulpit. You don't have your Barazi, your methane torches, or your bat. Because you're in my house now.
You say that is our Spain.
Hey, Aisha. Hey. Do me a Mila! Naartoe, zei je?
Ja, sorry, ik weet het. Kom op, jongens, we gaan.
Ik zeg toch nu niet.
Ja, ik weet het. Probeer eens maar eens denken. Kom op, jongens, kom op. Papa komt zo. Laat hem, kom op. Kom op.
You know, I think there's been a misunderstanding. I did not realize the situation you were in. Clearly you have people you are trying to protect, and that changes things. I don't want to do anything that jeopardizes their lives. let's just say I can relate.
That's fair. Very fair. Badass.
What are you doing? If you're going after Narvaez, they won't stop until they catch you. They'll kill you and all your people. Your son.
And I'll make sure they don't catch me.
Why? Why did
After
he?
10, 15 years of scavenging, there's nothing left. So when Bruegel started the fights, it just, it made sense. If we couldn't scavenge, we could trade. The more we lost, the more we had to keep playing the game, playing his game. And so we lost everything. Our weapons, our food, our home. Now you come here. And it's not just trade, it's going to war, it's making alliances. You gotta imagine from where we sit, it just seems like more rigged games.
I hear you. Honestly, I do. But you can't sit this one out, man. You don't want to help us. That's fine. But one day, the Croat and all the others, they will come for you. And if not them, then God forbid it's New Babylon. Or you fight with us. The harder you fight, the bigger your seat at the table, the more you get to decide the way forward. Now you leave it to the likes of Bruegel and New Babylon. They're going to decide for you. You don't want that.
My apologies for dropping by unannounced.
Hey, so I was just shooting the shit with Christos here. I think we found some common ground.
Common ground cannot exist when someone has already demolished it. I never took you for a man who knew a lot, or even a little, about circuitry.
I don't know what he's talking
You knew that to knock out the fuse box at the substation would be to knock out 6th Avenue. I'm impressed.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I found that under the fuse box. I imagined you'd want it back.
Listen, whatever you were thinking, no, don't do it.
It's already been done.
God damn it.
Now, obviously, I cannot let this go unpunished. The gas has been going the whole time. You have about 30 seconds remaining.
Hey, listen.
Damn.
The women and children live not amongst them. They sabotage that facility. They put everything at risk, everything we work for. The Donna asked me specifically to...
She asked me to kill him.
Wow. That's. Damn.
So what's the situation with
That's crazy.
your mom and Nikki? Did he break her heart?
Killed my dad.
And now they're friends?
No.
But she didn't kill him. Why?
To save him? Duh.
I tried to kill him once. It was a long time ago. I was set out to make a chest. Suddenly the gun was in my hand, and I was aiming at him.
And then what happened?
I missed.
Well, if you couldn't pull it off, a 12-year-old girl will have to do. And if she misses, then I'll get the job done.
Oh! Don't keep looking! Ah!
Judy, put the gun down. Judy, put the gun down.
Are you seriously gonna defend this bitch?
Hey, can you hold up for a second?
You're making me hit Ginny.
What's done is done. Anyways, who gives a shit what the Dom was gonna say? Look, I hate sounding like a broken record, but it doesn't sit right with me how she treats you. She treats her goddamn rat better than she treats you. Treats the rat better than she treats both of us. Stroking it and feeling it and loving it and giving it a great big giant maze. You are building her a methane empire. And yet that rat gets more respect for what, sniffing around, getting lucky, finding a half-rotted berry? Do not sweat the Dharma. Alright? I got your back.
Fair on that one. You should have just.
Getting caught? Dead? That's how you see it, isn't it? Something to back away from. Get some power.
You should have just let them out. I don't.
If you stop fearing what you're so sure are the endings, you start to see they're also the beginnings. Your own number. Pick one. Ah, it's a good one. It's a hard one. After years of walking through the woods, a man comes to a fork in his path. To go left is to return home. just past. It'd be nice, he thinks, to wear his old clothes, sleep in his old bed. But what if nothing's like he remembers? Your right is to venture into the unknown, to see what his future holds, unearth their hidden pitfalls, or bandits. The man is getting old. He's got life left in him for one last journey. Which way does he go?
Birdo was knows, I guess.
Oh. Bird got some help.
We were surrounded the second we got there. The crime showed up when he had.
Do you think I'm stupid? I gave you explicit instructions.
I guess I don't understand why this is.
I'm not speaking to you, I am speaking to him. Why do you keep insisting on compromising every fucking thing I built?
You don't know.
What am I? Is it out in your fucking maze? No, worse than that. And these guys are a little prize looking for him.
We'll speak about this once you've gotten a hold of yourself.
Damn. Woo! Just kill this bitch. I don't understand. Fucking Ginny, you're fucking stupid. You seriously got this fucking gotta kill Negan bullshit up your fucking ass. Like, seriously? Like, you seriously gonna let this bitch be fucking retarded? I just, oh my god, bro. Because your stupid ass wants to kill him. Like, that doesn't solve anything. You're gonna kill this bitch now? Bro. She doesn't even seem like that bad of a person.
This is your last chance to change your mind. Anything to say?
Don't be afraid. I'm not leaving you. I'm joining you. I'm only going where we're all going. Where we've always been. I'll see you all very soon.
That for you're fucking insane, honestly. You're a cunt ass bitch. You need to die. No buts to it. Fuck your laws. Your laws are garbage. Absolute terrible. No, you ain't gonna kill Maggie. You ain't gonna do that.
Off me!
Keep them quiet!
You ain't gonna kill Maggie. I'm sorry, bitch. That's not how it works. You're gonna fucking kill her. gonna kill her. Not gonna happen. Come on. Jenny, you need to snap out of your bullshit. Come on. Yes! Let's go. Thank you. About fucking time. Somebody saves the day. It's the zombies that save the day. Ha! Oh! Yeah, kill her. I don't care. Fuck that. I don't care. Kill her. Do it. Oh, of course she gets fucking lucky. Damn, they just take. Wow, that's. Bro. No, get him. You cunt ass bitch. Fuck you. Kill her, please. For the love of God, you ain't gonna live. You're done. Oh my God, bro. Come on, somebody break free. Come on. Yes. Get her. Oh no. Not Maggie! Oh, okay, good. Woo. Oh, fucking genius. Ooh. Kill this bitch! I can't fucking stand her, bro. Nah, you're out of bullets, you dumb fuck. Push her right into the water. Kill her. Oh, come on. Fucking. Kill her, yes! Ah! Ah! Fuck those people. They're fucking bastards, bro. Die. Please die. Please fucking die. Get her. Out of this cunt. Get her, get her, get her, come on! Get her! Damn it! This fucking cunt. I can't stand her. Yes, 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 come on! Yes! Yes! Fucking die, bitch! About fucking time. Cunt ass bitch. Fucking die. Fucking deserve, bro. I was praying for her to die, bro. Oh shit. Oh man. I wanted her to die so badly, bro. Kept feeling like she had plot armor, man, every time, pushing through. Oh, damn. Oh. Get the chills. Wow, talk about a lot of killing. That's crazy, man. Yeah, a lot of people die in this episode already. This is nuts. It's all your fucking fault, Jenny. Your stupidness. I'm gonna guess you got bitten, didn't you? Or is that a cut? Maybe that's a cut? Is that a cut?
Kidnapped. Sorry I didn't tell you. I should have.
Did you see this message? The one that we found in the air, was it me?
move from here?
We just talked mostly. She was nice. She wanted to know me.
What did you talk about?
The city. The plans for bringing it back. I guess if I'm inspired. She wanted me to protect him. From the battle. She was right about them. You know, everything they've done, everything they're about. It's all like she. I didn't know about all the dogs. I was just gonna come get you and Jenny and go home. But I did. I kept seeing all these soldiers crawling out of the water. I should have known what happened like that. All those people.
It's okay. It's over now. We're gonna go home now.
It looks like I'm late to the party.
Ah! Ah! Frugal. Damn. That's
Mama, I'm ready to speak again. There are a lot to discuss. We should waste no more time. Yeah. Mama.
Are you calling the shots now? You're running this show. Is that it? Is that the message you're trying to send? Enlighten me, please. I pulled you out of the gutter. I put you back together. I gave you a new life. And this is how you repay me? I should have let you fucking die.
Came here to make peace.
You are nothing without me. You are nothing without me! I am giving you new life! I have done everything! All you do is beg and beg and beg with someone on your high throne! You're an empress with no clothing! A proud, pathetic little queen!
Oh, damn! Oh, shit! You're gonna let her die, are you? You don't give a fuck.
Please help me! Get me out!
Oh.
Help me!
Damn, bro. Wow. Yo, that's crazy.
Tom's dead. What happens next?
What if I could give you nothing?
Virgil can trust him. If he is willing to double cross the Corvette, why not you?
He's offering me a chance to finish it. Tell me another one.
What is that? Hurry!
Ooh. Yo, that episode looks fire. Wow. Damn, that was crazy. Man, okay, so there's a lot of like intenseness in it, and a lot of just like back and forth and craziness. You know, I don't hate the episode. I don't. I actually kind of like it. Honestly, like I get some people there might be certain things I could maybe see what they would hate, but honestly, like even the part where she's a bitch and everything like that, like if they're bitching about that, you get justice by near the end of the episode, because she gets killed, like revenge, bitch, you know what I mean? So it kind of makes up for that intenseness, you know what I mean? Like it pisses you off, but at the same time you get the justice. So it's like, okay, you know what I mean? So it's not really a bad episode, I don't think, because she gets killed. That's what I was hoping for. I was hoping she'd get killed, and she did. I was actually surprised. I thought she was gonna escape out of it. It made it seem like she was gonna escape out of that clean. Just fucking every zombie kept missing her, or she kept pushing her out of the way, and I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. It just felt, you know what I mean? It just felt convenient, But then the last one got her ass, and then I was like, thank the Christ. And it was it was her, the leader of the group, which I thought was fucking great. I liked how that she ended up being the one that was killing her in a walker form. I thought that was great. That part was badass. Though I felt bad that she got killed, though. I do feel bad that she got killed, because honestly, she was a nice character. I didn't think she deserved that, honestly. She definitely got backstabbed, for sure. And so did all her people. All people got killed, too, for no good reason. Which is a shame, you know what I mean? But they had badass deaths, though, just sitting there taking it like a champ. So, I mean, I give them respect for that. I give respect for that. Kudos. I mean, they just stood there and let it happen. So, I mean, that's fair. Ginny, though, she pissed me the fuck off. Like, she pissed me off. Like, I could not. Her stupidness of ego. Fucking was just like, really? You're gonna let this dumb bitch, like, do this garbage? But then again, like I said, karma came back and said, you made the wrong choice, Ginny. And I think she got, what was it, a cut or something? Was that? It didn't look like a bite. It looked like a cut. A really bad cut in a bad area. I think that's what it was. But I don't 100% know. I mean, I'm just going to go with that, and maybe that's what it is. At least I believe it is. I mean, let me know if it's not, but at least from what I could tell, it looked like a a bad cut, or a stab or something, you know what I mean, like, or a bad gouge or whatever. him killing the Croat killing the other men. I mean that part I was like, wow, man, like that was very low. You know what I mean? Like it was very very low. Yeah, that was very low. But honestly, it made Croat insane. You know what I mean? Like he's fucking nuts. Like that's what he is. He's fucking nuts. He's crazy. And honestly, I respect that, honestly, because, like, he's been crazy the whole goddamn season. Like, he does not give a damn. He's like, I'm just going to do all the dirty work, I don't give a fuck. And I respect that, honestly. And he was crazy in this one, too. Him killing the Dama, man, wow. Like, but then again, you know what, it didn't shock me. Well, it did, but it didn't. It was kind of a back and forth situation. Like, he was trying to come in there and be peace, but then she fucking lashed out at him again, and then that's when he was like, okay, I don't give a fuck anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna lash out at you. You know, which honestly, I respect that. Huh? Honestly, I do. I mean, is there things that I didn't really, I don't know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I liked all her shitty characters dying, or the people that were defending the bitch. I like them dying. Like, I have a problem with that. I really didn't have a problem with them killing Dama either. Like, I really didn't have an issue with that. I didn't, because, like, it made sense, honestly. It made sense to me. You know what I mean? He was getting sick of freaking being treated like shit, which, honestly, I respect that. You know what I mean? Like, I do. Damn, God. Call me crazy. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Call me crazy. I'm gonna give it an 8. Call me crazy. I liked the episode. It was good. It was a decent episode. I really didn't, you know. Like, there was intenseness and there was craziness, and it was a bunch of killing, which, wow, more than I suspected. In a brutal way too, honestly. Like the gas weight, like that, damn, like that was a way to kill him. Holy shit. That was crazy. The next episode looks fucking awesome though, I will say. But yeah, I gotta give it an 8 out of 10. I can't. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I liked the episode. I was seeing some mixed reviews saying it wasn't great, or you know, or not as good. You know, half good, half bad. I don't know. Unless if I'm missing the bad. I mean, I guess the bad would be maybe the bitch. Maybe. I don't know. But like, it didn't like. It upset me where I hated her ass. But then she died. So then it was like, okay. Like it was condescending itself. You know what I mean? Like it pissed me off. But then I got the revenge. You know, and then all her cunts died too. So it was like, okay, well. You know, yeah, I don't know. I like the episode. Call me crazy, I guess. I thought it was good, but that's me. I mean, I thought it was pretty good. I don't know. I think, like, I didn't mind it, like, jumping all over the place with, like, my feelings, you know what I mean? The intenseness between Negan and Croat, I like that. The conversations were really like, ooh, you know what I mean? Like they were like really intense, and I just liked the back and forth, like, you know, him trying to do it right, and then, you know, and then him, and you know, I mean, It's just back and forth, and it's craziness, you know. But I liked it. And then the fight between them two, you know, he bites her hand and shit. It's like, damn, like that was badass. But then he fucking fired back, and then she got stunned, and then the fire went. And see, that's why you don't have fucking candles. You know what I mean? Like that's why I'm not a candle fan, because you get shit like that, and then there's your fire problem. You know what I mean? Like it's a complete fire hazard. It really is. And that proved it right there. But honestly, that felt like the Croat to me. It did. He was crazy and insane, and he just said, "Nah, fuck you, bitch. I'm taking control." Insanity. But you know what? I respect that. I respect it. I really do. Excuse me. I respect that. Honestly. I really do. You started getting pushed to the shove. And I don't even think, did he kill the rat? Did he kill the rat or the mice or mouse or whatever? Did he kill the mouse? Yeah, it was a mouse, yeah. Did he? I'm trying to think if he did or didn't. Maybe he did. I don't 100%. I don't think he did, though. You know, that one's hard to say. Maybe he did, maybe he did. That one's hard to say. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think he killed the mouse or not? That one's hard to say because, like, if he was actually trying to come in there and create peace, I don't think he would do that. But then again, that's a toss-up, I guess. I know you were half and half with it, Dan. I know you were half and half with the episode, which honestly, I'm actually surprised. You know, I am actually surprised. I am actually surprised. But then again, I am curious on like your review on like you explaining it and everything like that. You know,
Troll, then maybe.
just kind of zooming through the rest of the episode here.
Help me!
So just kind of zooming through the credits right now. Shimmy. Yeah, like I said, call me crazy. I don't know. I like the episode, I guess. Huh. Oh, I like that. The number one is Dead City. It's pretty good. I still get the freaking lengths wrong on this. I don't understand why, but they do. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just wow. Crazy. You know, it's yeah, I like Burgle's little scene in there. That was funny. I actually thought that was hilarious. I thought that was funny. His scene in there was just like, wow, you added. I don't want to say added to the cake, but. He definitely made it kind of funny. He's like, oh, I'm late to the party. Yeah. Oh shit. Hold on, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta hold the rest. I can't hold it any longer. Give me a second. What's up, Dan Reviews? There's some things I like. The Dom's death is 50-50. Good scene for Croat, but the story we're missing stuff with there in here. I mean, I respect that. I respect it. But honestly, you could show flashbacks. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm not, like, angry about it. You know what I mean? Like, I liked it. I thought it was pretty crazy of Croat. So it didn't really bother me, per se. I get what you're saying on that. But it didn't bother me. It really didn't. Because I'm like, well, you could just show flashbacks. You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty much what you did in the other episodes. Is you just showed flashbacks. So, and my guess would be is that maybe you would show some more. You know, but then again, I mean, did we get enough context? Maybe we did. I don't know. I mean, is there really much more to show? I mean, it was pretty obvious that he was just manipulating him into making him, you know, making her think she's this nice person and all this. You know, not angry about it, but it's just a meh death for me. Showing flashbacks of her death was meh. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I get that. I get that. I don't know. I just didn't. It didn't bother me. It really, you know. I don't know. I just thought it was crazy. I don't know. It just didn't upset me. Honestly, it was just entertaining to me. I mean, I thought the deaths were pretty crazy. I don't know. I just enjoyed them, I guess. Maybe I'm looking them into a different point of view. I don't know. It just didn't piss me off, honestly. It just was like, wow, damn. It's crazy. You know? Yeah, I don't know. I gave it an 8 out of 10. I just... Yeah, I don't know. I liked it. But I do get your point. So I'm not, you know, I'm not seeing your point. I do see your point. I do. And it's a very fair point. So I do respect that. I do respect that. You know, I'm going to watch your episodes.
Wait a minute, go back on that. What did Colonel Lucia just say about Negan and Croat?
You threatened to call the cops? I ain't no molester. Trevor,
Shut up before I molest you, alright? Now, is there anything else?
Yeah, Bruegel, it looks like you missed out on one hell of a party.
That's funny.
Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today, this one's going to be doing a review for today, this one's going to be doing my weekly review for The Walking Dead Dead City. This is for Season 2, Episode 5, titled The Bird Always Knows. Or for some reason it's called The Bird Always Know. Not sure, but anyway. This episode, so yeah, we're in Season 2B now of Dead City, we're in the second half of the season, and I gotta say, for the first time this season, I left with a lot of problems with an episode. It wasn't bad. It definitely was not bad, but it wasn't great either. It did things that I felt like were really strange. It felt very abrupt at times, but then also gave me moments that I really enjoyed and I really, liked. So, I don't know, it was a strange episode for me. I would just simply call it middle ground. It's a middle ground episode. It's not like the worst thing I've ever seen. It's not also a great episode either. It's just simply there. That's kind of how I look at this episode after watching it 2 times over. That's kind of where I'm at with this one. I watched it last night. I watched it again today. That's kind of just where I sit on it. It's just simply there. But, again, like, that is unfortunate because this season was on a streak, man. I mean, if you saw some of the ratings I was giving it, like, this season was doing really good, And, this episode, I don't know, the main plot with Croat and, Negan and stuff, I loved the hell out of that plot. I thought everything regarding the Croat this episode in particular was awesome. And I guess we'll start with that and we'll kind of move on to the B plot. So, in this episode,
yeah, I like that.
We have the
That part was
Croat.
great.
He's, putting on like a suit and stuff. He actually has a really cool looking suit too. Good job on him. He's got that drip, you know what I'm saying? He's got that, he got that aura.
See, I liked it too.
And anyway, he's basically wandering around in his red suit. And all of a sudden the city starts getting powered down. And we wonder who the hell did this, who knocked out the friggin' power. And I kind of guessed it right at the beginning. I was like, this has to be Christos' crew, Well, you kind of get that knowledge later on, and yes, that was Christos' people that did that to the power, to the city, stuff like that. So, that was kind of Croat's suspicions, and he's on to them, and he wants to take them out for what they did. So, you get a big Croat episode in this one where he kind of tries to tell the Dama that he wants to kill Christos, he wants to do all this stuff, and she's saying, listen, you are not leaving, Like, Negan, he's going to deal with this. I don't want you leaving anywhere, And the Croat in this episode is basically put in his place. He's like a little kid, He wants to go after these guys for what they did, and Dama's saying, no, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to do that. So Negan shows up. He kills a few walkers with Lucille. He shows up. He gets surrounded by Christos' men. And I really like this scene. Where Negan walks in. He goes up to Christos. He's got Christos there. He's got like his dog with him and stuff. And, he's kind of talking to him and stuff. And then randomly you've got Christos that kind of says, he's just like, yeah, like, we're not joining your fight. Like, I didn't do nothing, And he's like, you really think I'm going to join you? You know what I mean? You're not on your stage anymore. You're not on your, on your own land now, You're in my house now, And Negan's like, yeah, I get it, And I kind of thought for a minute there, I was like, is he going to electrocute Negan with Lucille, kind of do back what Negan did to him? He doesn't do that, because before he gets a chance to do anything, we have kids that walk into the room. And I like this twist a lot, because you actually find out that Christos is actually kind of an alright dude. He's just looking out for these kids, you know what I mean? He's just looking out for these families that he's responsible for. And the reason that he didn't want to join Negan's fight to begin with is because he was protecting these families, So I like that addition to the story. I think that's really good. It kind of reminded me of, you guys remember the Vatos in The Walking Dead Season 1, where, you saw the Vatos and they kind of were doing their thing, and then,
so did I.
All of a sudden the old lady came through and then it kind of just, the intimidation level just kind of left, you know what I mean? I like that. I like the realism behind Christos. I like that we gave, a little bit of a motivation on why he didn't want to join and why he was so gung-ho about not doing it, you know what I mean? And it makes sense. It really does. I thought that was really interesting. And Negan, being Negan, sees the kids and he's like, I'm not gonna do that, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna do anything like that. So, yeah, I enjoyed that. I thought that was really good. And, obviously in the end, Negan didn't want to do anything. He decided to kind of restrain, but then Croat comes in and screws everything up. He comes in there against the Dama's word and takes out Christos and his people based off the looks of it. It looks like Christos died. I'm pretty sure that was his death scene right there. So, yeah, rest in peace, Christos. Croat is an evil man, and then he kind of clarifies towards Negan, you know, later on. He's like, yeah, I didn't kill the families, I didn't kill the, you know, the women and the children, you know. I just killed the head honcho and some of his men, and that was it. And you can tell that Negan's kind of upset, you know what I mean? Negan's not really happy because, you know, he was betrayed by, you know, Croat, and he was trying to work things out, and then Croat went in there and messed everything up, you know. So, yeah, Croat, man, showing the more and more how evil he is and how just savage he is, in case you forgot, because he's absolutely hilarious, and sometimes it distracts you from how intimidating he can be. This man is a villain. He's a force of nature, and I like that they remind you of that in this episode. I thought that was really good. And I like that Negan is kind of, you know, playing on the Croat's, you know, emotions, you know, like, he's saying, yeah, like, you know, all she cares about, all the Dama cares about is a rat, you know, more than you, more than me, you know, like, no matter what, I got your back, you know, he's really, like, really making sure that Dama, or that the Croat feels like Negan's on his side, you know, Negan's really working the Croat right now, and I like that, I think that's really good.
Yeah.
He's trying to kind of distract him, trying to make him think that he's on his side, when really he's just buying his time, you know. So, yeah, I like the conflict between the Dama and the Croat this episode. I like the shouting matches they had back and forth. I thought that was interesting. And I like that it showed that Croat, you know, is trying to kind of do things differently from the Dama. He went, you know, behind her back, and he did these evil actions, and now Negan's kind of trying to fake it until he makes it. It's really good. It's a really good dynamic. I think it was really good. But then they go kind of stupid on us, okay? Now, this is something I did not like. I like the scene. Now, this is interesting. I like the scene for the Croat. When he goes in there, he, you know, finds the Dama's rat that's dead, which you later reveal that Negan killed the rat because he was trying to add more conflict towards these two. So Negan killed the rat to set this whole thing in motion. So I like that. He killed the pet rat in the process. And then the scene got weird to me. You got the Dama sitting there, and she's like, you are nothing without me. And then you got the cry, you're nothing without me. You know what I mean? I was like, oh man, I would have written some better dialogue there. I'm not gonna lie. And then they fight it out, and then she kind of falls, and then the place kind of lights on fire, and then she's dead. He just leaves her for dead, which, again, for Croat's character, I think it's a good scene. I think for Croat, it makes sense that he would do that he would leave her there. That's completely in character. The part I don't like about it is the death of the Dama herself. That felt really, really unresolved. Like, I thought the Dama's character was going to be bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? Also, can anybody answer me this? What happened between Dama and Herschel then? If she's a wrapped up character, what happened between Dama and Herschel? You know, in episode 4 when they met up with each other, you know? What happened there? Herschel just, what, left? You know what I mean? Like, what happened in that scene, you know? And again, we know that she cut, you know, Herschel's toe off, and we know there's scenes in the trailers and promotional material of her doing that. So they're going to wait until after she's dead to show us the evil actions that she did? I'm not sure if I vibe with that, y'all. I'm not going to lie. That was weird. The Dama's death kind of fell flat. I'm not going to lie. I don't think it was the right way of killing her off. I don't think it was the right time to kill her off. I like it for Croat's character. I think it's a good scene for him because it makes sense for him. But in terms of story-wise, killing the character like that, when I felt like the Dama was just getting to her peak, yeah, I felt like they missed the mark on her, I'm not going to lie. Which is unfortunate because I like the character for what she had, but I can't lie, I'm a little disappointed in the way she went out. It felt very quick, it felt very all of a sudden, and it felt like there's story pieces here that were missing. What happened with her and Herschel? What happened with the toe? What happened with this and that? There's things that are missing in the story here, and I got to admit, it's driving me a little crazy. So, I don't know. I didn't like her death that much. I'm going to be honest. For Croat, I think it was good, but in terms of what it does for the story, I felt like they falsely built her up, and then they kind of killed her like it didn't matter in the end. I don't know. It's like they were going too far to try to make Croat the main villain, which again, Croat's a good villain, but I feel like they missed the mark on the Dama. I'm not going to lie. That's my first big flaw this season. I think they've missed the mark on the Dama a little bit. I think the way they built her up and the lack of context that we still don't necessarily have on her yet, it felt like there was so much more for that character, and it felt like they kind of cut her short. You know what I mean? So, I'm a firm believer that they should have shown her cutting Herschel's toe off in episode 3. Now, I will say, this episode unfortunately kind of flawed episode 3 a little bit for me too. Because I'm like, okay, well, wait a minute, why didn't we see those flashbacks? Like, and the thing is, you're going to show her cutting his toe off later on this season, yes, but at that point, she's dead. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. That was a weird storyline for me. I don't know how I felt about that. I know I don't like her death, though. I did not like that. I thought that was rushed to hell. For the Crow, like I said, it was good, but the scene itself I found was goofy, and her death scene, it wasn't working for me, man. It was not working. So, I don't know. That was a little dumb. I'm not gonna lie. Now, speaking of dumb, okay, unfortunately, this episode with the B plot really lost me. With Colonel Lucia. I mean, I just can't with this friggin' character. I can't. Like, she's worried about the law and mething and all this other stuff, and then randomly this episode, she turns on Maggie and she turns on Armstrong. She says that apparently Ginny was the one that informed her that Negan is not dead, and that, you know, Armstrong lied to them, basically lied to New Babylon and stuff like that. And Ginny is all of a sudden working with Colonel Lucia? What? What? You know? Like, that was stupid as hell. Like, Ginny doesn't even know these frickin' people. This little idiot, this little stupid kid, frickin' turns on Maggie and points a gun in her face. And she's like, oh, yeah, did you know? Did you know? Yeah, I've made my mind up. For one thing, the kid hasn't talked for a season and a half. And now all of a sudden she's doing this. Yeah, honestly, kill this stupid character off. Ginny, I want her out of the story. I don't like her. This episode proved it to me. They really are just messing your character up. I don't care. I do not care about Ginny. She is stupid to me. And when she turned on Maggie, I was at my wit's end. I can't lie. Now, Colonel Lucia has them locked up. And now get this, okay? This is when this episode just got really stupid. Colonel Lucia has them locked up, okay? They let Maggie go, all right? They let Maggie go while keeping Armstrong and Herschel captive in the other rooms. You really think that Maggie would not come back for her boy, that she wouldn't find some kind of reason to come back for her boy? They just let her go. Like as if Maggie's not going to go in there, guns and blazes. And then, of course, lo and behold, there she goes, literally a couple scenes later. She's in there, she's rushing through, she's trying to get to Colonel Lucia, okay? And then this is when this gets really stupid. She goes into the cell where you've got frickin' humming lady, she's like telling all these stories about these birds, the frickin' Armstrong. I'm like, oh my god, man, seriously, I don't care if the bird flew, I don't care if the frickin' bird went up in the sky, I don't care if the bird was in your frickin' shoebox, I don't care if it's Woodstock from Snoopy, okay? I don't care. I don't care about this bird, okay? It doesn't make a difference to me, okay? Stop sitting there telling me these pointless stories about crap I don't give a frig about, okay? So
didn't really bother me
I
that
couldn't
much.
stand that. That was ridiculous to me. And then Maggie
really
comes
bother
in
me
there
that
and
much.
saves Armstrong, right?
Oh,
And then here comes Armstrong, friggin' saved from the cell. And then all of a sudden Maggie's like, I'm gonna go find them. Shuts the door and leaves Armstrong locked in there. like as if she didn't see him or something. You have the door open, Armstrong is your ally, get him the hell out of there, build your forces up, and use multiple of you to take out Colonel Lucia. No, Maggie goes on a solo mission this episode. She literally sneaks up behind Colonel Lucia as Colonel Lucia is talking to Herschel about Negan, and then randomly you've got Maggie that's like slowly walking up with the knife, you know what I mean? And then Colonel Lucia turns around just at the last minute for Maggie to put a knife at her throat, and then boom, there comes Jenny with the frickin' gun, this kid with the frickin' gun. This franchise, man, I'm telling you, the franchise with the little kids and the stupid gun, okay? I mean, we lost Nick to this type of writing on Fear the Walking Dead. We've lost John Dory to these stupid little kids with these frickin' guns in their hands. And here we go again, repeating the same crap. Here we got Jenny, obsessed, gun-happy Jenny. And she's all about, I want to kill Negan, and all Maggie, step away from Colonel Lucia. Isn't Colonel Lucia the one that threw you in a frickin' arena in episode 1 and almost killed you, you stupid little girl? Like, seriously, what are you doing? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
I agree with that.
Like, she's sitting there pointing a gun towards Colonel Lucia, even though Colonel Lucia was the one that threw her in the frickin' arena to begin with. Why is she on her side? Maggie was the chick that brought her in. Maggie was the reason that she had a bed to sleep in for the last year. She's done nothing to Jenny. She's literally taken her with them. Why is Ginny working with Colonel Lucia? Give me a reasonable explanation on why Ginny is working with Colonel Lucia. After Colonel Lucia literally tried to get her killed multiple times. It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. And it makes less sense that she turns on Maggie. Now, this gets even worse. They bring them out for public execution. You get the frickin' leader of the frickin' tribe or whatever that gets hung. She's killed. She died really quickly, too. Like, usually in a hanging, when someone, like, puts something around you and they, you know, they let you free, you're like, for a little while, you know what I'm saying? You're sitting there, you know? But in this episode, you got frickin' her. They cut her loose, and then it's just like, you know, what the frick was going on there, you know? And then, oh yes, but then they bring Maggie to the thing, and then they put the rope around Maggie's neck, and then what happens with Maggie? They're able to just take her off, and Maggie's like, for a good while, too, and then all of a sudden, Jenny has a change of heart. All of a sudden, Jenny has a change of heart, and she saves Maggie. What is this writing? I don't understand. And like I said, realistically, Maggie would be dead there. Or at least near death. You know what I mean? But then the tribe leader, they freaking get her. You know? Like, keep it consistent the way hangings go.
She was probably
keep it consistent in writing. Alright?
I'll be honest with you. I think she was
do that. You know what I mean?
I think she was weaker.
Yeah. This stupid plot. So, anyway, Colonel Lucia then takes Herschel for ransom. They run into a horde of the dead. And you got these stupid idiots, like this tribe. They're like sitting there. The walkers are literally coming in right behind them. And what are they doing? Like, seriously, if I'm in a crowd, I don't care what my freaking standpoint is. I don't care what group I'm in, okay? If there are walkers coming in behind me, I'm not going to sit there with my stupid little candle, or whatever the hell they have in their hands, whatever wizard crap they have, and I'm like, like, that doesn't work that way, okay? I don't care what I believe in. If there are walkers behind me, you bet your ass I'm turning around, and I'm knifing the friggers, or at least pushing them off me, or something if I don't have any kind of weapon. There ain't no way I'm just going to stand there and be like, you know, it's like, that's so freaking stupid, man. Honestly, that was so dumb. It was comical. It was comical is what it was. And then Colonel Lucia gets killed by the walker version of the tribe leader. She bites her on the neck, and there goes Colonel Lucia, dead as a doorknob. So, I mean, at the very least, I'm happy Colonel Lucia's dead. That character started to really fall flat for me. I don't understand what the frick they were trying to do with her. It didn't make any sense. You know what I mean? It didn't make any sense.
She was just a dumbass.
Plot. That whole thing with New Babylon, they hated it. I hated everything about it. It was terrible. The tribe feel like they're absolute filler too. I gotta say, this episode made episode 3 take a big hit. Like, a big hit. What is the point of that group? Seriously, what is the point of that group now? To die? Like, what was the friggin' point? I don't get it. So anyway, Colonel Lucia's dead. In the other plot, Dama's dead. Colonel Lucia, whatever. Dama, what are you doing? And then you got Herschel that kind of explains the whole thing to Maggie. He kind of explains what Dama did, but we still don't have all the context behind Dama. That's why you shouldn't have killed her character off like this until you're done giving us context on this character. You know what I mean? That's writing 101. You don't kill your villain while they're telling their story, and there's stuff missing from the plot. Significant stuff, crucial stuff, the point of Herschel's character type of stuff in this season, you know? I don't get it. But then anyway, at the end of the episode, you got Bruegel that shows up for like 2 seconds. Bruegel's literally barely in this episode. He shows up, he's like, looks like I'm late to the party, you know? And I'm like, oh, honestly, Bruegel, save us from this storyline. But they didn't do anything with him. Bruegel's big next episode. You know, it's funny, episode 6 looks good, but this episode, yeah, 6. 6 out of 10. I wasn't vibing with a lot of it. There were things I liked, so I'll give it a 6. There were things I liked in this. But the Dama is what took me out. That's what took me out. And then the plot with Ginny and Colonel Lucia and the flipping back and forth and Maggie not killing her and then leaving Armstrong in the cell, and there's just some weird stuff. This episode was odd. This episode reeked of Gimple a little bit. It reeked a little bit of Gimple, I'm not gonna lie. I have to look up who did this episode. Anyway, not my episode, not a bad episode, but not a great episode. It was heavily problematic in my opinion, and it really needed to do things better. That's kind of where I stand on it right now. That's kind of how I look at it. You can let me know what you think in the comments. Did you like the Dama's death? I just don't think we should have killed that character off in that way in
was
this
fine.
episode.
For me.
I thought we lacked a lot of just knowledge, and I think they could have done things better. Simply, I think they could have. There was some good things.
That's fair,
but
though.
there was
I
also
respect
some
that
stupid
rating.
things this
I do.
episode. So mixed
I
bag
just
this
liked
week,
it.
y'all. That's
I
how I
just
look
liked
at it.
it.
So
That's
anyway,
fine.
guys, and you enjoy videos like this, guys. Make sure to click subscribe if you miss any of the videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Views Official on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos for the Walking Dead universe. Enjoy the day, guys, and peace out.
Yeah, I don't know. I just was vibing with it.
Born in the dark alley, city of concrete. Dan's really growing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. Broke gone mad, TV junkies in a tree. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of creation and TV.
Yeah, I don't know, Dan. I respect your opinion. I do. And I think that's a fair rating. I don't know. I vibe with it, I guess. I don't know. I gave it an 8 out of 10. I'm sticking with it, an 8. That might be a little bit too high. I liked it. Honestly, I don't know. I liked it. Did it surprise me that Maggie freaking went solo? That didn't surprise me. Honestly, that didn't. Because she makes a lot of stupid decisions with that anyway. So that didn't really shock me, honestly. Because he was a flip-flop, so I can get why she kind of just, yeah, 6 out of 10 I'll go. I want to go higher, but there's too much weirdness going on. I mean, that's fair, Yeah, like I said, I give it an 8. I agree, there is some issues. Like, I can get by that, like I said, there are some things with the B plot that kind of do irritate me, and so that's why I don't give it a 10. But I got my reward for it. She died. And you killed all the other characters, which I was like, whatever. Because I didn't care about them dying. I was like, whatever. I mean, I think they didn't give a shit about dying, and that's why they just stood there and just, did that. Because I don't think they liked the direction, you know what I mean? And I think that's why they just said, fuck it, I can die. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't give a fuck. And that's why I don't really have a problem with that part. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. Because they see the leader gone, and they're like, what's the fucking point? You know what I mean? Which, you can't really knock them, honestly. I mean, you really can't. You know what I mean? So, honestly, it didn't really piss me off that much. Because I got the reward in the end. Jenny, she did piss me off. You saw it. I got fucking pissed off at her ass. Her changing her mind, the only reason why I can kind of get by it a little bit is because she did kind of open her eyes when she saw, like, her knocking out the one guy, or the one person, because he was, was it a girl? I can't remember if it was a girl or a guy. One of the two. It was one of them that was doing the, and then she goes up there and she bams him. I think that kind of was just like, you know what I mean? Like, it started making her second guess. And I could tell by her, by her situation, like, okay, maybe Maggie's not wrong. You know what I mean? Like, and I think you kind of get that situation. So her saving Maggie was like, okay. I mean, it didn't kill me. For me, I was like, all right, maybe you got some sense knocked into you a little bit. You know what I mean? You're still fucking stupid, though, because you got the ego bullshit. But she might die anyway, honestly. I mean, like I said, the cut or whatever like that. I don't know. I just liked it. Honestly, I just liked how things played out. I didn't care about I figured the group of people were dead anyway. He killed the leader, and at that point, I think they just kind of gave up. I'll be real with you. So, is what it is on that. But, them all dying, was fine with it. I didn't have a problem with it. Loved the Negan and Croat part. That was great. Cora being insane, killing them. Great. Dama's death. Right. However, I will agree to the point of should have gave more context on the flashbacks. I think they are going to show it in the future episodes. I think they are going to do that. But, like you said, it might not matter as much. But then again, I don't know. I mean, if it affects his character, Herschel's character, then maybe it could still matter to some degree. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't mind the death. It didn't really. It kind of shocked me a little bit, and I was like, "Wow, that's insane." You know what I mean? But it does kind of make it a little bit less like impact for going forward. You know what I mean? Which I can understand that issue. So I'm not knocking the issue. I get where you're coming from. I do. I get where you're coming from. Should have showed the context first before then killing her off. I get that. But then again, maybe they might not show any more. I don't know. That's hard to say. Honestly, it is. I mean, did we get enough of it? I mean, maybe we did. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we did. I don't know. Hard to say. Yeah, I don't know. I like the episode. I don't know. I just digged it. I don't know. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was a lot of shit happening all at once. A lot of characters dying, which made it insane. In brutal ways, in a lot of ways. And it just was like, wow. You know what I mean? Damn. So, yeah. So I give it an 8. I liked it. I did. I do think there were some issues, for sure. Yeah, I think there is some issues, for sure. That's why I knocked it down 2 points. I knocked it down 2 points because the Lucia part is kind of bullshit in some ways, but then you kill her in the end, so it kind of makes up for it. Am I surprised that she did this bullshit? Nah, it doesn't shock me at all. I get why she did it. She's fucking obsessed with the methane. It made sense to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not surprised. She's fucking retarded. You know what I mean? Like, if you didn't get that in the first 2 episodes, I don't know what's on, what you're smoking. You know what I mean? Like, I got it right away. Like, I knew she was going to be a dumb fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I knew it. I knew it right off the bat. So it did not surprise me that she would go to this extent. It really didn't. She doesn't give a fuck. You know, she doesn't care. She's just going to do whatever the fuck she wants to do. And, you know, if anybody's going to stop her or put her to her end, she's going to fucking hang them up or whatever. And force that law right down your throat, which, you know, I'm not surprised. I'm just happy that she died in the end. Yeah, that's honestly what I'm happy about. Jane could die anytime, feel free, lol, right? She might, you know. Yeah, the context was missing, but for crying, I liked it. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I think. Interesting. You know, I see some people saying it was awful. You had Jerry Takes say it was an awful episode. But then again, he's all over the place, so, you know. But I can respect that. Sorry, hopefully I'm not hearing him too much. As you can see, I'm just okay with it. He thought it was awful. Make a Path presents. Same thing. He said it was awful. Wait, let me see. Hold on. I just had it up like not that long ago. What did he say it was? Sucked. Yeah, that's what he said. Sucked. And I don't know what Movie Fusion thinks. I'm not sure what he thinks. And I'm not sure what Movie Idol thinks. What just happened? Okay, so major deaths and what just happened. Okay, so yeah, interesting. Maybe he's just blown away. I don't know. Hard to say. So it's definitely a mixed bag. I am curious to see what other people think. Well, other than Make It Bad Presents and Jerry Takes, I don't even need to watch the review to know that. But I might watch it anyway, just to see if there is things they like of it. Well, Make It Bad Presents probably doesn't like anything, honestly. He's been pretty harsh this whole season. But then again, he's Make It Bad Presents though. He doesn't give a fuck about Maggie, doesn't give a fuck about Negan anymore, you know what I mean? He just fucking watching it just for watching at this point. He doesn't even care about the characters anymore. I think he was getting more enjoyment out of Last of Us, which, but I mean, even he said the finale sucked, so I mean, you know, that kind of tells you, but, it was still interesting to see. But it's the fan base that keeps wanting him to keep watching it because they are curious on what he thinks. So at this point, it's just like, okay, well, you know, I guess. What do you think of this episode? So, no, it definitely didn't suck. There was still a lot I enjoyed. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna be a 1 in a million that give it an 8, probably, and that's okay, honestly. I'm sticking to my rating though. I liked it. I did. I was digging it. It was crazy and it was insane. But like I stated, I do think there is some issues, for sure. And I hope they still do get the context between Herschel and Dama, even though she's dead. It's not really going to hit as hard, you know what I mean, because she's not alive. But then again, I mean, I don't know. Was there really much more to do? It's, you know what I mean? That's a real question, right? And I get it. You want to get her out of the way because your main focus is the Croat. He's the insane motherfucker that wants to do all these crazy things, which makes sense. So, we'll definitely see. I think putting the burger on there, because I'm seeing episode 6 looks like a bass, an insane one. That could be a 10 out of 10 episode. You know, we'll see about that. Could be. I think it would be entertaining for sure. You know, I gotta give respect to Dead City though, at least for me. Anyway, every episode has been very good. For me. Anyway. Rating wise, at least, it's been very good. It's been pretty solid for me, compared to Daryl Dixon. But then again, did I get that higher? Let's see. Did I get that higher rating? No. Well, I'm definitely enjoying it more than Daryl Dixon. I'll say that. Season 2. I'm definitely enjoying it more. I'll say that. I am enjoying it more. I will say. So I'm hoping season 3 is better. It looks good. I will say that teaser was really good. So, at least for me though, every episode is at least. Did I have some episodes where I give it a 7.5? Or no? Or did I? I can't remember. I think it was, or was I an 8? Was I 8 territory the whole time? I think I was. I can't remember. I know episode 4 I gave it a 10. This one I gave it an 8. Episode 3, I think I gave that a, what did I give that? Did I get that 7.5? I can't remember. I'm trying to think back on my ratings now. I think I was mainly in the 8 territory the whole time. I think maybe there was one episode I gave it a 7. I don't know. Maybe that's because I just viewed this episode differently. I guess it just didn't really irritate me. I don't know. Well, I mean, it did. She pissed me the fuck off, but then she died, so it just made it hilarious. Honestly. I didn't care about the people dying. I was like, okay. I mean, it didn't really irritate me, you know. Yeah. It's an interesting one, I will say. I'm still rocking with the season. I have a feeling the next 3 episodes are going to be heat. Got a great feeling about it. Episode 6 might bring back my 10 out of 10 album. Oh yeah, this smokes the book of Carol for me. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's a shame too, honestly, because I was thinking that it was going to be at least decent, and I still stick with an 8 for season 2 for me, because I did like majority of it. I just think that you have some big flaws that kind of knock down 2 points for me at least, but the rest of it I liked. Excuse me. Shit. I'm gonna have to get another pop because I got more content I want to grind. Your boy is not going to sleep. Hell to the no. So I'm gonna force myself to keep going. Because I did not get a lot of content out. So same. I liked a lot of it, but Isabel's will brought down a few points. Right. Yeah, Isabel, and then having that loser asshole be the freaking main villain. Him and the girl. Those are the main 2 parts. And the rest of it I liked. So I didn't even mind Carol in the plane part. You know, a lot of people bitch about that part. You know what I mean? Like I didn't. I didn't even have a problem with the plane part. I really didn't. I didn't mind that part. A lot of people bitching about bringing Sophia. I didn't mind that. Didn't have an issue with that. I didn't. I thought it was fine. You know. More content? Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, I got to, brother. I got to, man. I said I was gonna do a lot, and you know what I mean. And I really haven't. I only had this is what the 3rd stream I did all weekend. So that's not. Ha! That is not what I was going for. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be doing Walking Dead though, season 3 continuation. I'm gonna be doing that next. Or should I do that next, or should I do Headshot? I think I should do Headshot Bros and then Walking Dead. Just because then I can squeeze another episode later. I think this season of Dead City will definitely outdo the Daryl season. Kind of already has. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, bro, I can't remember the episode. Yeah, so I gave episode 4 a 10. What did I give episode 3? I didn't even. What did I give that? Did I give that a 9? Maybe I did. Maybe that was a 9. Hold on. Now I'm actually curious. I'm sorry. I have to. Fair. Yeah, where does it? Yeah, okay, so episode 3, 8.5. Episode 4, 10. This, 8. So, episode 3, 8.5. What? I didn't. Now I gotta see episode 2. Hold up. Okay, so 8.5 for 1, 9 for 2, 8.5 again for 3, 4 a 10 out of 10, and this episode an 8. I think the season this week will definitely. Oh yeah, okay. So, ooh yes, more working this season. Great, hell yeah. I'm going to sleep in a few minutes, but wanting to stop in. Have a good one, man. Can't wait for more for our streams. Definitely. Yeah. Huh. So yeah. So that is my. That's it so far. So episode 1, 8.5. Episode 2, 9. Episode 3, 8.5. 4, 10 out of 10, and 5, 8 out of 10. So honestly, it's been pretty damn good. This is definitely better than Daylight, without a question. I think some of those episodes I had a 7 in there, or 7.5. I thought I had 7s in this season. I don't have no 7s. Huh. And this episode almost, it was close. I don't know. It was all over. It was all over. But it stayed, I don't know. I guess the deaths were crazy. It just, I don't know, it caught me off guard. Yeah, it sticks my 8. Just added too. 80%. Woo! There's a couple times I got in the 70s. I was like, yeah, I'm thinking this is 7. But then she got killed off, and I was like, oh, okay, back up to an 8. You know, so 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. This might be my lowest one. My lowest rating. I'm sticking with it. I like it. A good episode. Definitely some issues, I will say. Definitely some issues. Or, no, I'm keeping my 8. I'm keeping my 8. I don't want to. Yeah, I'm keeping my 8. I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to be like those, you know. I liked it. I liked the episode. You know. I thought it was very good. So, but definitely the weakest one, I will say. This guy right here. Militant. Amazing video as always, brother. Masterpiece episode for me, 10 out of 10. That's funny. Ah. Somebody called him out. Terrible episode. That's funny. Yeah, I mean that's fair. We can't respect it. Everyone has their opinions, point of view about the episode. If they like it or not, or respectful opinion. It's Huh. That's funny. That is funny. session after video, Dan. Interesting. Nice, bro. People are fighting over it. I'm like, bro, why can't people respect for opinions on the web? That's it! I just like the one guy giving a 10 out of 10. You kept your 10 out of 10s going for you, Dan. But yeah, I gotta get some sleep. Peace out. I just like that. The top guy is like, no, Dan, 10 out of 10. You keeping your 10s going. Oh, shit. No, Dan, it's a great episode. 10 out of 10. Oh, shit. Oh, man. You know, wouldn't that be, actually, you know what? That is actually a good fake out. What happens if she isn't dead? I just thought of that because I was actually reading a comment in here and it said, let me find it back. This one? Oh, yeah. CH. He said, I actually think that Dama is still alive. She's too big a villain to not actually show being burned alive, but they didn't show it. They just showed a burnt corpse that could be anyone. Bro kept it alive for me. I know this wasn't no 10. He's like, nah, 10 out of 10. It's the 10's going. We just gotta get through it. 10 out of 10. Oh, shit. But yeah, what happens if she's not dead, though? Would that change your rating, though? Obviously, except, if she's alive, filler, and what the fuck was that for? However, compared to Belly, this was a masterpiece. Right? If she's alive, filler. I don't know, maybe that was just to throw you off. Maybe that's what it was. You know what, that could be, though. You know what? She could be a better villain than we think. She could be like, oh yeah, it was a piece of cake, you know what I mean? She got stuck on the thing and that was the end of it. And then all of a sudden, psych. She didn't actually get killed because no, she's got other connections that keep her alive, you know. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm not reading anymore. I just saw something I don't it had to do with spoilers. I didn't like it, like they didn't really spoil something, but you got the sense of what it was saying. Which actually makes me be like, nah, I don't want to read anymore. Dad, you need to read your comments. I'm just kidding. I'll be impressed, I'll say that, but also weird as fuck. I don't think it's weird. I wouldn't think it's weird because if Croat has finally had enough and he wants to get rid of her now, then she can uppercut him. You know what I mean? Maybe this is like a sign, like, because this happens, maybe maybe this is like seeing like, okay, are you going to help me or are you going to leave me? You know what I mean? If you leave me, then that proves that you're not in it for me. You're in it for yourself. You know what I mean? Like you're taking it in your own hands. And this could, and I think that really is what proves to her, like, he's fucking insane. You know, I gotta get rid of him. You know what I mean? Which honestly, that'd be a crazy twist. That really would be. That would be a crazy twist. That would be a crazy twist. There's a secret door in the other room. Yeah. I guess not impossible. Well, it's either that, or maybe somebody else comes in there, and we just and they just don't. You know what I mean? And they just don't show it. You know, and maybe they get behind a door or something. You know what I mean? Like I'll back up in case. Oh, maybe by chance if he betrays her. You know. I don't know. I'm not gonna rule it out. I'm not. You know. Because in a lot of takes, I almost make it seem like, well, damn, that was easy. You know what I mean? And I think that would completely destroy the craziness of her supposed villainess. You know what I mean? But if you do a twist like this, where it's like, oh, he thinks he won, but little does he know, he made a mistake. You know what I mean? Like, that would be a crazy twist. Comes back around and fucking just bam, right in the throat or some shit, like, or completely maybe tortures him or some shit. I don't know. Maybe does some really crazy messed up shit. That'd be insane. You know what I mean? Wasn't that a Corpse in 206 promo? Well, that was a burnt body. Did they show her death though? You know what I mean? Like that's the question in the air. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna judge it right now because I'm not, you know, because you know how they don't show deaths and then you don't know, right? So I'm not gonna judge it that quickly, and I'm gonna see how the other episodes kind of play out and go from there. You know what I mean? And if she doesn't return, you know. Either way, though, Croat, I think, dies this season. I'm perfectly good with that, too. Right. Yeah. Yeah, if he survives this, man, crazy. That's nuts. That's insanity. But, yeah. I would say that there's a slight chance she could come back. There is a slight chance. I'll say that. It's a slight chance. Is it a high chance? I don't know. A slight chance? Sure. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not reading those spoilers, I don't know. That one kind of already gave me a bad, like, like, you might just ruined it right there. That's it! Without actually saying it. Which is crazy. You know. That fight looks awesome. Yeah, that fight can be pretty good, man. I know Dan Walker was bitching about that. Ah, really? There's a bear? Yeah. Like, hey, anything is possible. Come on now. Don't be hating on my bear. Shame on you. You know, shame on you. Shame on you. You scrub. Shame on you. Nah, I'm excited for the bear, honestly. Something different. And if they do it right, it could be good. Of course he was. Have you ever heard of a zoo? Yeah, they exist, LOL. Ah! You're right. Yeah, for real. For real, for real. Hey, honestly, I find it crazy that they don't include wild animals like that in more scenarios. You know what I mean? Like, to me, I find that crazy. You know what I mean? Because, like, it's pretty much a wilderness everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, even in the city. You know what I mean? Because, like, you don't have people now. You know what I mean? So now it's just fucking zombies and shit. So do you think they're gonna stay in the same spot? You're crazy. They're gonna freaking run around and shit in locations that are not locations that they would usually go to. You know what I mean? So, so it's not completely out of the picture. You know, exactly. It's realistic to include them, and they would be around. Right. Yeah. Hope it's cool though. I just hope it's cool. I hope it's not too extreme. You know what I mean? Like I hope they make it badass to where it's like, wow, that was fire. But I hope they don't make it too cringe. You know what I mean? Because it could be that. You know, I don't think it will be. I think it'll be pretty awesome. So I'm not gonna judge too much until I see the full scene kind of play out. But it looks cool. So hopefully it's a good episode. Maybe it could bring me back up to a 10. Like I said, this is the lowest rating episode for me. I haven't went below an 8. This was on the bare minimum. It stays at 8 for me. Just holds it. Just holds it 80%. You know. You definitely had some moments and some kind of questionable head scratchers. Like, okay. But the entertainment is what really sparked it. And why I gave it an 8. So hopefully you can bring it right back up. So also Lauren is directing the next episode. W is for her. Oh, that could be making it interesting. So, but yeah, apologize on the late review on this one though. I do apologize on it. Was not my intentions, but a lot of stuff happened. But hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are with this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are and stuff like that. Smash a like, subscribe, would appreciate it. Check out Dan Reviews. I'll leave a link in the description for the video. Show him some love, would appreciate it. I respect his opinions, I do. I really do. They were very good points. I guess I'm just looking at it in a different light. Or maybe I'm just not looking at it as hard. That could be. That very well could be. It just didn't hit me as crazy. Though I do see the points he's talking about. And the points he's getting at. I do agree. Other than that, I thought it was a pretty good episode. Like I said, you had some B plots that were kind of but you get a makeup in the end. So, you know, I feel my 10 out of 10 ratings aren't done this season. Right. Have a good one. Yeah, you too. We'll have another. We'll start season 3 at War Gone Man later this week. Maybe the beginning to the middle of this week. So definitely excited to continue that wonderful series that you made there. So, anyways, like, subscribe, playlist below. Link for Dan Reviews' video in the description. Check it out. Excuse me. And got Hedgehog Bros coming up. Stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't worry, stand up. Peace. Have a good one, guys. Much love. Stay safe.